Good morning everybody, and how are you today, this day 3? Remember last week we were talking about one of Miss Achilles' values. Do you remember that long word? Responsibilities. That was taking responsible actions, looking after yourself, taking responsibility for your work, for your toys, and just being a responsible person. Now Max and Rosie need to be responsible. They need to know, they need to learn responsibility. When you go down into the rainforest like they do, they have to tell people that they've gone, because you can't just disappear into a rainforest and maybe something happens, like a tiger gets you or an elephant gets you, and nobody would know. So that's why Max and Rosie reported. Do you remember when Mr. Weinreich was with us? He reported on the radio for landing. They were being responsible. The scientists know that we're in the rainforest and we are on our adventure. That's being responsible, yes. When you hike a mountain, you have to tell the people you're on the top of the mountain in case you end up in some trouble. Now, do you remember this thing? Do you remember? It's called a compass. It helps to find direction. It helps you not to get lost. So taking a compass on an adventure is a responsible thing to do. Taking water on an adventure is a responsible thing to do, because we all need water. Taking binoculars is something that's nice to help us see closer, but it doesn't really mean that we're being responsible if we take binoculars. Now let's remember there were 1, 2, 3, 4 layers in the rainforest. I've got my picture from the other day. Do you remember the trees that stick out of the top? They are called the emergent, not emergency, emergent layer. They're the trees that stick up out of the top. Then that thick layer of bushy trees that are all bunched together is the canopy. Another thing that you might know, some people put on the back of their bakkie, is a canopy. So when you close the truck and you put that white canopy with the windows, that is a canopy to cover the back of your bakkie. This is the canopy, and it seems to cover the bottom of the forest. Here where I drew with green, it's the understory. The understory is all the bushes, the shrubs, the vines, and all the leafy things that grow there. And at the bottom is the forest floor. The forest floor has snakes and bugs and beetles and worms and all the rotting branches and leaves, making a rich soil for all of these plants to soak up. But we're going to be learning about plants and what they need another time. So let's just quickly go through emergent, canopy, understory, forest floor. Let's clap it. Emergent, do it with me. Emergent, canopy, understory, forest floor. Fantastic. Watch the little video clip that comes next and you'll see more about the 4 layers of the rainforest.